Hey guys, it's John. I am recording my playthrough on Trent's game for the Game Jam. I wanted us both to record, give our thoughts, give what we like, give some constructive criticism and feedback. So this is the start of the game. We've got WASD to move, step on a weapon, and press E to select. We've got boomerang. Throw the boomerang, move side to side. It'll move with you. Left click while the boomerang is flying to have a return. Okay. In the arrow, hold left click to aim. Release left click to fire. Arrow bounce off 3 walls before stopping. I'm going to go with the boomerang.
Alrighty. Uh, I am Trent, one of the developers in the Game Jam, and I'm going to be here reviewing John's game for this month. Reminder of just the theme was make a choice. I'm going to go ahead and boot up the game. Got the Aardvark John Studios. So yeah, got his opening menu. So we can kind of go through here. We've got the settings. We can set the volume. That all works really well, which I'm very impressed by. Just this little detail. Go back to menu. I like that the change of music from the menu to the high scores. So currently scores are set to 0. I believe John said these are scored. These are stored locally, so these will be stored on my machine for whenever I play his game. Go back to main menu. You can look at the credits. A lot of them are just going to be John and Reagan. You can see where you grab the YouTube and the different sites where you got the music, which is awesome. The visuals, sound effects. Oh, did he make the sound effects for the slime hit and the carrot hit? That's awesome. Okay, so we're going to go into the game.
Okay. So we've got the first level here. Put out all the torches to move to the next room. Oof, I was trying to see if I could call it back and get it in one. Okay. Yeah, boomerang flies really nicely. It looks like I'm going to have to call it back on this one. Ooh, got it in one. Okay. That was cool. I don't think that was necessarily the intended route of the boomerang, but I do like pros and cons, right? It could be nice to come back at you. It could be nice to just keep going back, so I could do things like that, which is really cool and really nice. Especially if you were to add a limited number of shots per level, or like a par system, basically. Having it go past and be able to do things like that to get it in one, that's really nice. And I do like the doors opening over here. That's really cool. Really cool.
Actually play. So let's see what the controls are. Did the classic WASD for moving. Left click the screen. We have the health bar above the slimes, which is really cool UI choice. Slimes. I love the red of the slimes and then the little hits on that works out really well. Ooh, we got first hit. Love the UI, the health bar, and money. Congratulations, you defeated the horde. Would you like to retire now? So just to see it taking place, we can go ahead and retire. So we get the congratulations screen. Manage to retire before death forces away. Get retired with 25 gold. So now if we go to the high scores, we are now at the scoreboard with 25. So we can start a whole new game on day 1 again. Oh yeah, I love the little hitboxes on like this stuff that you feel like you're actually interacting. Going behind the rock and getting stuck on it. That's really cool. Okay, we're gonna keep going this time. You can still see the slimes dying at the end, maybe. That was, I don't know if that was something that could be fixed, but you can see that you're just quickly moving through. I know John, there was a few minor things John talked about being able to do, but didn't just have time for like a day-night cycle and stuff. So you can see that when the slime hits you, go just keep going through. I think if you go over here, there are these little shops, so we can Press F to spend our money so we can. Oh, it's 30 gold, or we can get more health. Now we can see a lot more damage, so the game picks up pretty fast.
Alright, so let's get this one. Oop, almost overshot it. And okay, level design wise, I like the levels here. There's a little bit of a level difficulty ramp up. This one looks really hard, actually. Okay. Dang it. Okay, yeah, that one was actually, I had to throw that. I guess I could have gone the long way, but I really didn't want to. So well done on that. Um, ooh, this one looks like it's going to be really hard with the arrow. The boomerang is nice. Oh gosh, I like the animation, and the speed is really nice on it too. I don't know how many levels we've got here. Oh, well, there we go. Awesome. So let me try the arrow out. I would like if there were some 3 walls before stopping. That's good to know. I would like if there was like some sound feedback. It's still going. Oh, well, that was cool. It would also be nice if I could cancel this arrow. It looks like I can just throw one at a time for those long.
Go ahead and keep going through to see. So we can buy. There's not a lot. Maybe like something like a sound effect or like a little animation to see. That you actually purchased these things would be nice. I can definitely tell my speed's gone up, so that's cool. I really like that. That's a great implementation of that. But just something would be nice because, like, as you can see, I have my money. I press it and my money goes down, and like I get the boost and the speed goes up, which is really cool. Like I love that. But just little something just to make it. Because at first I didn't know if it was actually working or not. But yes. Now I'm just trying to see how I can actually go with no intention of retiring. Potentially, as the days go on, like increasing the charge of the shops would have been. These are just little things, like I'm just honestly nitpicking because this is done really well for the time that John had and like the way that this is all done really well. Everything feels like done really smoothly. And you can see the stuff that was done, a lot of care and thought went into it. So like I said, like some of the stuff I'm pointing out are just very nitpicky, like, oh, this would have been cool, like this, like John's game compared to mine is like leagues and leaps beyond. But we did it for fun of it, just to make ourselves better, and this is like, the fact that I get to program with somebody like this is really cool, and that if this is something that John can produce, then I just think of all the stuff I can learn from him, and like the ways I can improve my game and stuff like that, because I'm a programmer but not a game developer, so but I see John is really good at the kind of the game developing side of it, of like actually thinking about it as a game and not just like of like what's going to make it a good user experience, and so he does a really good job of that.
Bounces, it would be nice if I could cancel that. Can I do it again in one? Nope. Had to go for it. Okay, let's try this. Ooh, okay. Got it in 2. This one looks a little... Oh, I feel robbed. Can I get it in 2? Nice. Okay. The bouncing is really nice. That's very predictable. Pretty nice speed on it. Um, oh, let's see if I can get it here. There we go. Oh, these next 2 levels are going to be really hard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these. Okay, never mind.
um, and obviously, like it's not gonna be like a perfect game, right? Because we only have like a month to work on it with a span of 48 hours. We have 48 hours over the span of a month to work on it, so there will be things that get like left behind just due to time constraints. But it's still just, I'm just really impressed with what he was able to produce. Just a nice simple game, but with some very impressive applications done. Like I remember him showing his class system, the shop system, and being able to implement that with such
Um, I feel like I got so lucky on that one. Oh, that's not gonna hit. Is it? Oh, come on. Yeah, if I could recall it, that would be really nice. I feel like that would let me. Nope. If I know I've missed the shot, I'd be able to go back. Nope. All right.
yeah, like it looks like its horde system works really cool, producing more and more mobs, and just the scalability of it. Because like I'm sure this isn't him making a unique wave for each time I'm going through. Because like what day 10, so he doesn't have like 10 individual setups, right, for each one, but he has taken the time to write the code in such a way that it is scalable to where it can just kind of do it on its own. That the logic is there to produce more slimes, the logic's there to like to make it where the player feels like it is getting progressively harder, and without John having to do an insane amount of work for each time that the player was keeping it on. It's like there's no, I don't know how far John has tested it, which that's part of what I'm just doing right now, is just seeing how far it will go. And if there is a lane to it, which I don't know if John's thought about or if he's programmed, but like the fact that it's just done really well where you can just keep playing, and that's a really cool thing. Like that's the complete opposite of what mine was. But I think we went into it with very different thoughts of what we wanted our game to look like, which is also cool. So we just get to see what the other person came up with. John did a very much more scalable game, one that you could just keep playing and just see how far you can go. And I did one that was more of like, hey, I have some concept in mind with a few level designs and just want to see what that implementation would look like. Yeah, I think even as something as minor as like a little sound effect, like a purchase sound effect or something, would have been perfect there, and that would have worked really well.
Yes. Okay. Nice. 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 There might be just a totally easier way than what I'm doing. Oh, is that gonna be it? This one's a little difficult, which I think is totally fine because we've had some time to let it ramp up. But it is a little bit more difficult with the arrow than it is with the boomerang. Which the whole making a choice aspect, I feel like plays really well because you have to choose which one you want to do. Yes, and it does change the gameplay quite a bit. Uh,
To me, John made a very successful game. This is a lot of fun. Like I am having a lot of fun playing this game. This is like I get to just like it's a very you can jump right in, quick to play. You can like you get the concept fairly easy. And you can just like sit here and be like, all right, let's see how far I can get. Oh, and that's probably where the speed gets out of hand, where you can't control what you're going to. But yeah, so then we get the game over screen, took the risk of entering, but it didn't pay off. We died. So he agrees, cause of death, but also restriction to no score rewarded. So if we go back to the main game menu, go high scores, our score doesn't count. So I think that'll be good for testing for this. So John, very, very well done on your game for May. Definitely have inspired me to kind of fine tune my skills. And yeah, this is just what it's all about, just to make each other better, and just to have fun and produce games that we like, even though it's so simple, that we enjoy playing it. And I think you've succeeded in that and done a really good job. Like I said, a few, like the stuff I picked out right were like nitpicking.
Yeah, that was great. That was wonderful. I love that. I think theme wise, your choice changes the gameplay a lot, and that I think hits the heart of the theme of your choice actually matters quite a bit. Visually, I think that your visuals were really good. Your torches had really nice feedback. I think that the level design was really nice, and it ramped up, which is really good. And I think that the biggest criticisms I had would be um, having some sort of audio or audio feedback would definitely just draw me in more, um, and being able to cancel the arrow, because there were some of those where I knew I'd missed a shot and it had gone a little bit long. And I mean that's so nitpicky, but from like a gameplay standpoint, if you were to go back, and I think you should make more levels on this. Then those are the two major things. The third one being, if you did go back, adding some menus and things like that, and some extra feedback. Um, and the last thing I can think of is some sort of feedback on either loaded number of shots, how many shots it takes. You could even have per level like a high score for that level of how many shots or something like that. Or you could do the whole like Angry Birds type thing where you get 3 stars if you get it in X amount of shots to one. Um, but yeah, that's just if you went back to it and added some more, which I think this is great. I think you did a fantastic job. But yeah, great job, and thanks again for participating. And yeah, man, I love it. This is a great use of the theme.
Like just because I felt like now this is interesting. Now this is like once again nitpicking, right? So if you get in the game over and you go to the main menu and you do play, it still gives you the game over screen until you hit play again. So I feel like at this point, if you went to the main menu and you did play, it would just boot you into a new game. This is like a minor bug. I'm assuming it's a bug. If this was intended, it's just very different than what we would probably be used to in a game, right? So, like, we'll do the play again just to kind of point out, like I said, some of the minor things. Also, I still think my speed's the same. It looks like I don't remember being this fast when the game first started. Here, I'm gonna reboot the game up again. And yeah, so once again, another minor bug. If you buy your speed up, if you buy your speed up and you don't like close the application, then your speed stays the same. So maybe something that when the game ends, that all of those like reset and kind of go back. But yeah, like kind of minor things. Maybe hit boxes for the slime so they don't go over the trees. Maybe increasing the prices of the shop as the game went on, just for that added difficulty. If you maybe want to, like, if you ever wanted to expand on this, John, like maybe add a difficulty system, and that will like scale the shops as the game goes on. It's little stuff like that. But like I said, overall, very fun game. I think John did an insanely good job in that. Glad I get to just experience this and get to be a part of this with him. And so that will be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and hope that this just gives you ideas for what you can do if you ever want to do a game jam with you and your friends. And so, yeah, thank y'all very much. Bye.